Welcome to the Echoing Plus webinar series. My name is Christina, and I'm thrilled to introduce this session where we will explore climate change, its causes, impacts, and actionable solutions. Let's get started on this critical topic together. Climate change refers to long-term changes in average weather patterns that define Earth's climates locally, regionally, and globally. We have the natural cycles. Climate has always evolved due to factors like volcanic eruptions and solar activity. And we have from the other side the human impact. Industrialization and deforestation have amplified greenhouse gas emissions, causing rapid and significant changes. Think about this. Over the last century, average global temperatures have risen, resulting in major disruptions to ecosystems and weather patterns. Today, we focus on addressing these changes. Let's take a brief look on how our understanding of climate change has evolved. 1924, Joseph Fourier discovered the greenhouse effect, explaining how the atmosphere traps heat. In 1896, Svante Arrhenius calculated CO2's role in warming the planet. 2000, public awareness surged as scientists shared alarming data. 2015, the Paris Agreement brought global commitments to limit temperature rise. And present, we face a climate emergency with rising sea levels, extreme weather, and record-breaking heat waves. By understanding this timeline, we can appreciate the urgency of global action. To this diagram, we can, of course, see the average global temperature rise during the years. Causes of climate change. Climate change is driven by both natural and human factors. Events like volcanic eruptions release greenhouse gases, and changes in solar radiation impact Earth's climate. And of course, human activities, burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial emissions have drastically increased CO2 levels. Let's take an example. The use of coal and oil for energy has released massive amounts of carbon dioxide, creating a blanket that traps heat in the atmosphere. This is why transitioning to renewable energy sources is critical. Impacts of climate change. The impacts of climate change are far-reaching. Environmental, rising sea levels threaten coastal areas, melting ice caps disrupt ecosystems, and extreme weather events are more frequent. Economic, agriculture and fisheries are strained, affecting food supply and prices. Disaster responses like hurricane recovery cost billions annually. And of course, social communities are displaced due to flooding and droughts. Health risks like heat waves and respiratory issues are increased. For instance, small island nations like the Maldives face the risk of disappearing altogether due to rising sea levels. The economic and human costs are immense. Global initiatives. The fight against climate change is a global effort. Paris Agreement, a commitment by countries to limit global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius with efforts to aim for 1.5. United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, a platform for nations to collaborate on climate policies. While progress have been made, like investments in renewable energy, there are still challenges such as inconsistent implementation and funding gaps. Solutions and mitigation. There is hope. Solutions exist at every level, from governmental actions, policies like carbon taxes and subsidies for renewable energy encourage sustainable practices, and individual contributions. Each of us can reduce our carbon footprint by conserving energy using public transport and supporting green businesses. For example, countries like Denmark and Germany have become leaders in wind energy, showing what's possible with innovation and commitment. Now, of course, it's time for everybody of us to be in action. Engage in advocacy, support policies that prioritize sustainability, adapt sustainable practices. Simple actions like reducing waste or planting trees have a collective impact. And of course, educate others. Share what you have learned with your family, friends, and community. Together, we can build a movement that transforms the way we live and protects our planet for future generations. Thank you for joining this session on climate change. Remember, every action counts, no matter how small. I would like to open the floor for questions or comments. Please write your comments to the chat. Thank you for being a part to our webinar series. See you to our next one. Have a nice day.